Hi, Snehal.
Hi, Galara. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for agreeing to chat to me about your journey as a healer and how you come this far. Would you like to tell us where it started?
Sure. With pleasure, actually. From my childhood, I was very invested in my like uh, in personal growth and development, and I always was a seeker, seeking answers.
Mm,
And from outside, like I was a straight A student. I did everything. I married the love of my life. I have two kids. My white picket fence, and everything. But I still, there was a part of me that kept like, there has to be more than this to life. And healing, it never occurred to me to go towards healing because, like, I didn't suffer any trauma. Like, my life is pretty good or was pretty good. Uh, However, 3 years ago, my mom passed away, and
mm,
that really put me into a deep grief. And I never experienced grief like that, or I never saw death so up close. Um, and that really put me down into a spiral. And I came across Compassion Key, and I thought, okay, maybe now is the time I need healing. I just didn't know what I was signing up for because that process unraveled me and cracked me open like anything. While I was dealing with the grief, I could see all my childhood patterns and I grieved more. I just kept grieving, I guess, for all the while I was finishing my certification. The main reason I enrolled into the certification was for that oh my God, like I didn't know that there's so much to do. All these childhood patterns coming up, like why I'm so hyper independent, or why I like to, like, I'm such a perfectionist, and all these things came up for me. Uh, but being a perfectionist and a straight A type A person, I started going even harder. Like, oh, now I want to clear everything of this. And that's not a way to live, which is when I came across your work. And when I met you, I felt a sort of a presence, like peace. Like, even though we did um, uh, short sessions, or I initially attended your free events, um it it was like I couldn't put my finger on it. There was something there. I just loved being in your energy. you know and it calmed me down. I didn't feel like I had to achieve. I had to prove myself, or I have to do something, and that drew me more towards you. And then we had a one-on-one session, and that was so incredibly transformative for me that I decided to just jump in and join your program. I knew right away that this is what I need, because what I realized all throughout, through my Compassion Key journey, is that I was everything for everyone, but I didn't know who I was underneath it all. And that really pulled the rug underneath me.
mm,
I I was really, really lost. I realized that I I was a wife, I was a mom, and I was always doing everything for everybody else, but it never occurred to me that I can do things for me. To be honest, I didn't even know where to begin because I didn't know what I liked. All my likes were also what other people liked.
yes.
And the conditioning was so bad. Like, don't realize when in your childhood you internalize this, that you are a project to work on,
Mhm.
and you just constantly keep on fixing yourself, and you're in this rat race running and trying to do everything. And that's not a way to live. Like, it really broke my heart. And then I slowly started to know that what do I truly like to do. and it was so scary.
Mm.
It felt like an unknown territory because I'm the kind of person who likes to see the entire staircase before even I could take one step. And this felt like, oh my God, like I'm flying in the dark. And I don't know, even like things like having conversations, like difficult conversations, speaking up, asking for what I want. Like nobody was forcing me or nobody was keeping me under, but it's just that all these mental limitations, or I had embodied this version of me who had boxed myself in to something. I was not living up to my full potential, even though in my head I thought, oh, my life is so great.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? And when I did all this work and I slowly started to realize all these things, oh my gosh, I it was just heartbreaking.
Yes.
And what I liked about you was how gently and how lovingly you made space for me to feel held.
Mm.
Held for the very first time. Like I was a strong person, always responsible one, capable one, there for everyone. Unfortunately, I I was never reciprocated that kind of support or love, and my hyper independence prevented me from asking for that kind of support because oh, support comes with strings attached. Oh, I don't want to be
Mm.
that person. Or if you ask for help, then you're not the strong one. And I was the one who needed so much help.
I'm sure so many people can resonate listening to your story. These stories of feeling lost and yet keep going
Yeah,
and being everything to everyone and not knowing what it is that you want because you are so attuned to what others want and constantly delivering that. And this
yeah.
sense of hyper independence, which is such a common trauma response,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, in a sense, we won't let other people to hold us because it wasn't safe in the past for whatever reason. We're not here to blame anybody. People do, our parents and carers do the best they can. But it's interesting how we tell ourselves a particular version of the story
Mm-hmm.
until the veil drops and we're willing to see the reality for what it is and how much grief it can bring up. Grief of
I
all the
agree.
lost opportunities, lost childhood, right? Lost potential, lost sense of self.
Yes,
Yeah.
all
And
of
you've
those
been,
things.
go.
Uh, the, in all of this, what if truly there's one thing that I take from you is like how all of these are just parts.
Mm.
There's that's not your whole self, and that is one of the biggest lessons I've learned from you.
Yeah.
And that lesson needs a lot of reminding because every time I come to you, I'm like I'm freaking out, and I'm very gently. Maybe it's the 100th time you're telling me the same thing again. Snehal, it's just a part. It's just a part, and I'm like, oh yeah, like uh, even though I've heard it so many times, it takes so much to embody it,
Yes.
to actually live it, to become that identity,
Mm.
and that is the work uh, I I wanted to learn from you because I have all these tools. I
Yeah.
know that, but embodying them is a totally different story. And the way you speak, the way you tell your experiences, it's all lived experience. And that's what I want to do, which is why after finishing both the certifications, I was like, I had to ask you, like, please, would you just consider doing an apprenticeship? And I was so thrilled to hear that you are already doing such a thing. And I had to just make it happen, even though it was a very big decision financially. That was also another thing that I learned through this journey, that when how difficult it is to invest in yourself when you don't feel that you are worthy of that kind of investment. um, people talk about worthiness or self-love, but you don't realize that how every time you're saying no to yourself and saying yes to somebody else, you're slowly abandoning yourself. You're giving away your power to situations, to circumstances, to other people in your life, even if in the name of love, that you love your family, you love your kids, and then you keep giving away these little tiny bits of parts of yourself. And then that is when you feel such deeply empty
Mm.
and unworthy. And the more you love yourself, in the sense, the more you say yes to yourself, the more you fill your cup up and you stop abandoning yourself,
Yes.
is when the self-worth is always there. It just comes out, it just shines brightly, and it's not like it's a no-brainer after that. Like you don't have to think about that because you learn to choose yourself first. You learn to put your oxygen mask. And here I would truly like to add that how much that has helped me as a mother,
Mm.
because both my kids are super sensitive like me. They're empathic. I didn't realize that even though I'm not yelling or I am straight face, like I'm doing the things, they were picking up on my energy. They were picking up on my distress, and they were getting distressed, and that was causing me distress because and there was all used to be so much chaos.
Mhm.
But now, after working through all this and using the tools, there is so much peace.
Beautiful.
Like we are happy. We have dance parties because they can feel the difference in me. It's like a regulated mom is the best mom, whether I do all the things or not.
Good.
And I think that's the biggest difference and change that I have seen.
That's so beautiful.
Also, as parents, kids really know how to push your buttons
Hmm.
and show you things which you didn't get to experience or as a child. Maybe you were not listened to, or maybe you were not allowed to cry. And when your kids cry, I realized that how much it was distressing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I that was very difficult
Mm.
part for me to regulate myself
Yes.
in order for my daughter to be regulated.
Absolutely.
And that is another big change or transformation I have experienced through this work. Like I am so deeply grateful. And with my older one too, um, like he is very emotionally intelligent.
Hmm.
So he would see my face and recognize are you angry? Are you upset? And I would say, no, I'm not. But I know in my head there would be this dialogue going on, like I have these things to finish and I have to do this and that. And uh, so I kind of was being not truthful to him. And he would pick that up. And now he's like he notices small things. You don't know how much kids notice things, which even you yourself are unable to do that. Even the change in the voice, or if you're distressed, or like. And what I was noticing, that they were thinking that they were the cause of my distress.
Yeah. That's what children do.
And when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? What is this happening? Like, how much I needed to like how much they are in tune with me internally. Not even I was not so much in tune with myself. And they were also one of the reasons for me to really go deep into this work
Yeah.
and embody it, because I know when I am not in alignment, my kids will show me the mirror
Yes.
and let me know that, hey, uh, you're doing it again. So
You're not
uh,
correct.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I always say that I do this work for myself, but also for my kids, because whatever I've experienced, it stops with me. I'm not passing it on, and that's such a beautiful aspect of doing this intergenerational trauma healing work is because you are healing 7 generations back, but you're also healing 7 generations forward. And
Yes,
what a greater legacy can you possibly leave than, you know, a legacy that your children and grandchildren and great grandchildren will
yes,
carry forward.
yes. I'm so deeply grateful for this work. To be honest, like my background is science. So all this work, like my brain still goes sometimes skeptical about it. Like, is it working? Like, is it happening? But I just cannot deny the synchronicities, and I cannot deny the transformation that I've seen in myself and my kids and my life. Like, I have started living in alignment with myself, even though it may feel like crazy on the outside, like the path that I'm walking or the decisions I'm making, uh, because it feels like I've left the comfort I have and I'm trying to do something that is so different.
Yes.
And I'm saying this because I recently moved locations because that felt more aligned to
Mhm.
me. I felt that was more aligned with my kids' future as well. And I wouldn't have even dreamed of doing this. Like I kept going, I agonized over it, but taking a step, I would just freeze in place.
Yes.
But with this work and the support and the tools that I have, it it just happened like a miracle, is all I want to say. And I'm so
That
grateful to you, and I'm so grateful to this work.
was such a
Yes.
big transition, and you rode the waves. And here you
Yes.
are on the other side, building your new life on your terms.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's beautiful to witness. So when you
And
came to me for level 1 and level 2, you were already well trained. You've done compassion key certifications, you were master, you were circle leader, you were doing great. And
yeah,
then you jumped on board and did both levels of my certification. What pulled you in? I know you said we did the work and you found transformative, but what
yes.
else? Because it was quite a big investment as well.
The unraveling that came during the compassion key was so big.
Mhm.
Uh, like it turned my whole world upside down. I didn't know who I was anymore. Like, which identity am I?
Yeah.
Am I the wife? Am I the mother? Am
Mhm.
I the daughter-in-law or a sister? Or like who am I? Like I needed to ground myself and understand what I truly want, what I truly feel. And that comes through being present, being in the body, which was one of the biggest hurdles for me because I lived up here,
Yeah.
like all the overthinking, trying to control everything as if control is possible, like true control is possible, which now I understand. Back then I didn't. And I didn't even know how to drop down and be in the body. But the presence work that we have been doing,
Mhm.
or also the ancestral healing or the karmic healing, which really helped me uh, be in the body, or the wound healing. That that was another important piece where for the first time I felt like, oh my gosh, like I am present in the body.
Yes.
Like I could feel the difference. Somehow I could see clearer. I was sitting up straighter,
Yes.
and it was so powerful. Like my rational mind wouldn't understand it, but physically I was feeling the difference,
Mhm.
and it was inexplicable, like magic or miracle for me. And now slowly, by continually doing this every day,
Beautiful.
it's not about doing more. It's about just returning to these small things again and again. And it slowly starts settling in, and you embody more of that identity and more of that identity. And I think identity work is the biggest one, which I was like, okay, I need this because I'm not in a space where I know what do I truly want.
Mhm.
And I remember I used to doubt myself so much, like
Mhm.
indecision. Oh,
Ah.
like everything about everything. Like I paperwork, simple paperwork used to freak me out
Mhm.
because it used the mental fatigue or the decision fatigue that I used to get was so enormous.
Yeah.
But just being more present in the body, just doing the work or like lifting the contracts or just it, all that work helped me so much. I did all the paperwork I had to do by myself without my husband's help.
Amazing.
And uh, I made it happen and it worked. Like I had to pinch myself. Is this real? Like, did I do it fully? And also, as women, I want to say that um, like I was a stay-at-home wife, so I was more than happy for my husband to handle the finances or all the wounding I had around money. Like, oh, money is like handling money is so headache or that's like he's handling. That's good. That's good. Let him do it. But uh, that is also an important factor. We need to be financially literate,
Yes, absolutely.
and I am slowly learning that. I'm doing all these cool things that I never thought I could do or I had to do before. And I'm also realizing, well, I'm pretty good at it.
Fantastic.
I was being afraid or worrying for nothing. So, to tell you the truth, like, who is this person? Like, I wouldn't even imagine this version of myself,
Mm.
like the life I'm living right now. I think when I was a teenager, I had this dream of being like truly independent, free, and living, and I am living that life right now.
Ah, so inspiring. So
Yeah,
inspiring to hear,
thank
Snehal.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Gular.
I know it's early days of our apprenticeship still. What's been your biggest breakthrough so far?
I think it's still the parts work because every time a hurdle comes and um I like it's a pattern. I will freak out and then I'll go back and then I have to realize, oh, it's just a part and you come back to it gently.
Yeah.
Um, and then you get to do what you need to do and you do it.
Yes.
Talking about needing to do and being financially literate and apprenticeship, because one of the part is also setting up this healing business,
Mhm.
which I it's like I know everything. I
Yes.
know what I supposed to do, but I cannot make myself move or take that step or speak. I like the words will not come out. Like
Mhm.
I'm speaking now so fluently, but trust me, this was not the case before. Like I would fumble upon words.
Yeah.
Um, like I mean, I have asked you, I don't know what to say or like what wording to use. And it's all these wonderful courses that you have. Oh my God, every single one of them has been like, it's like a library. Like you get stuck and you take a book, you learn, and then you move on and you keep moving. And when you look back, like, oh my God, you have just like, to me, it truly feels like, oh my God, I climbed Everest.
Yes.
That's how it feels to me because it felt so impossible. And
Yes.
now I'm doing that.
And
So,
it
yes.
felt impossible every step of the way, like getting the first client, impossible. And then you do it.
Yeah.
Doing finance is impossible. Moving a country, getting visas, impossible. And then you get on and
Yeah.
do it. Yes.
But I can't believe I'm living this life.
Good.
And it's not like all problems have gone away. I mean, there are new things, new problems, but there is a knowing.
Mm.
There is a peace, there is fulfillment
Yes.
that comes. And in small, small moments, um, I am actually living the life that I want. And that's the biggest, like, wow, like what? Um, and it's not in the future, it's not someday. I am living it now because I am doing the things that I want to do that bring me joy.
Yes.
I am using my time to do things that are important to me, like being with my kids. I'm spending more time with my kids, and not just because I'm like, when I spend a lot of time with my kids when I was a stay-at-home mom, and there were times when I was like, can I catch a break? Like, please, somebody give
Yes.
me a break. And now that's not the case.
No.
Um,
Yeah.
I
Inner
really,
space. Mm.
yes, yes. Like I am the eye of the storm now. Like even if there is chaos, I know how to get back to my center
Beautiful.
and do things. And I can't believe that this is my life.
Well, thank you so much for inspiring us with your story. And I know that there is a lot more to come, and I'm sure we'll have more conversations.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing with us so generously and open-heartedly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.